Alright, we're back with Not For Broadcast. Let's get out of this screen so I can't have to listen to that. God. Yeah, I wanted to play this again because immortality was fucking with my head. I'm still thinking about immortality. If you guys aren't watching that, fucking watch that shit. God damn it. I wanted some comedy. Oh, and we're in a hospital, so this is probably not going to be a comedy. God damn it. Day 154, Rude Awakening. The rhythmic beeping of the heart monitor brings you slowly back to consciousness. Oh yeah, we got shocked at the end of last episode. Opening your eyes, you were greeted by a semicircle of concerned faces, your family by your side, a reassuringly familiar sight in these new surroundings. You blink a few times to clear the sleep from your eyes and bring everyone into focus. Looking up, Sam's face is a mixture of concern and frustration. Things haven't been... Oh, it wasn't a dream, it was a fucking coma. Things haven't been great between you two lately, and Chris hasn't been helping things. Looming at Sam's shoulder with a sour expression, it's clear that... Okay, here's the thing, though. If we would have given Chris the passport, we totally would have been hounded by the government. Like, there's no happy ending here. There was no right choice in that scenario. I guarantee if we gave Chris that passport, we would be fucked right now. We'd be absolutely fucked. Looking up, Sam's face is a mixture of concern and frustration. Yeah. Looming at Sam's shoulders, the sour expression, is clear that there's still no love lost between the two of you. While Sam is clearly worried about you, the family scowl is obvious on both their faces. You reach out a hand to Sam. Thanks for coming, honey. I can't believe I just woken up to the gruesome twosome. Be a smartass. But they're gonna be mad at this situation. I'm in a coma, you son of a bitch. Alright, let's be loving. The worry for you wins out, and Sam takes your hand before leaning in to kiss your forehead. Of course, sweetheart, I could never have been anywhere else. For the first time in a while, you both genuinely smile at each other before you look to the rest of your family. Just as you feel Susie's absence, you notice Charlie fidgeting, clearly trying to not look worried. As you turn to look at him, you can see Charlie tense up, his concern clear on his face. So, you're definitely good, right? He finally asks, quickly looking away. Of course I am, buddy. There's nothing to worry about. I'm fine, Charlie. I'll be fine, Charlie. Leave the blanket alone. Yeah, there's nothing to worry about. Charlie looks at you and grins. One of those infectious smiles that spreads around the room. It's always good to have him in your corner. Your smile fades as you notice your mother staring listlessly out the window. Despite all your best efforts, she's not doing well lately. Are you okay, Mum? Your mother starts, your call clearly shocking her out of her reverie. She turns to you and smiles, and you're grateful to see the increasingly rare recognition in her eyes. Yes, of course, dear. How are you feeling? You smile warmly and nod, but before you can respond, a doctor busts in and ushers everyone out. She asks you, for what feels like the 100th time, how you're feeling. Surprisingly well, all things considered. Excellent. There's no sign of any real damage, just a bit of a shock to the old system, pardon the pun. She smiles. I thought we'd recommend you do anything like that again, and of course, after a couple days of rest at home, you should be right as rain. She turns to leave, but stops at the door. Oh, and the private room and care, the doctor gestures to his room, which you can now notice looks rather expensive, has all been paid for by a Mr. Bozeman. He left those flowers and said not to worry and take the rest of the week off. He will see you Monday, apparently. Seems like the least he could do. You're damn right. Get shocked at work. Could sue their ass. Fuck that. Well, probably not in this new regime, but... A burden to bear. You come home from a particularly late shift to find the kitchen light still on, which is normally a good sign. Everyone's usually in bed by now. Softly opening the kitchen door, you find Sam sitting at the table. Bills and papers are strewn in front of her, or them. I forgot they use gender neutral pronouns, as well as what looks like to be their second pack of biscuits. They give you a quick kiss and you take a seat next to them. Sam frowns and goes back to the bill they're holding. Hey, sweetheart, just looking at the numbers again. They look to the door They look to the door to the pantry, now converted into your mother's bed. God damn it. They look to the door to the pantry, now converted into your mother's bedroom. What? We've been doing our best, but I think Cassandra really needs a nurse to look after her now. Oh god. Getting flashes to my real life right now. Suddenly the bills are all as you can see. Fortunately, with the money that's been coming in and what's we've been able to save, we've more than enough to keep going. With Susie home to help out, the nurse would only need to be a part-time anyway. Sam smiles at you. I know things have been difficult, and with the daily care won't be cheap, but she's your mother. We have to, really, don't we? You gratefully smile back. Of course you'll pay for your mother's needs. Your mother hasn't been herself for a long while. Maybe it's time to consider the other option. Oh my god, send her to the fucking death camp? Jesus Christ. Oof. Because if you guys remember, there's a fucking... Oh my god. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. The Sword of Damocles sheath, at least for the moment. You grab the papers and stuff them into a drawer. It's such a relief not have to worry about it anymore, or so you told Sam. Hours later, you're still awake, staring at the ceiling, thinking, how long will the money last? As long as I don't get D's and shit. Oh, by the way, I did look up how to do the music, and it is fucking the beat. You're supposed to switch the screens with the beat. And I just wasn't doing it right, apparently. A letter at home. Sam's out to work tonight, and Charlie's staying with the friends. The house is yours. You order takeaway, have a couple of drinks, masturbate, decide to relax in front of the TV. Not a great selection tonight, but certainly something to watch. You feel like a laugh. Comedy is. I was hoping to feel like a laugh right now. After playing Immortality, I was like, fuck, I gotta play some fucking not for broadcast, dude. Sam's not here, but you can still watch the horror with... Oh, fuck horror. I had enough of horror already. God damn that game. You just want to switch off. Action thriller is the one. Sam is a fan of the historical dramas, so you make the most of them being away. I feel like a laugh. The humor's a bit hit and miss, but the joke about the kiln has you bent double in laughter. Wiping a tear from your eye, you spy something reflecting on the light of the TV under the coffee table. Curious, reach down and bring it out into the light, and as you pick it up, you remember the note Sam left for you. Hey, sweetheart, Charlie lost Susie's present. Would you mind looking for it tonight? X. As you hold it closer, you're surprised to find the gift's actually an engraved lighter for Chippy. She claims the nickname's affectionate, but Charlie still scowls every time she says it. You're not sure Sam would approve. The accompanying note from Susie explains, Urkistan has long tradition of glorifying the art of starting fires. Thought you'd like it. Don't do anything stupid, Suze. Hopefully it's just a souvenir and not some new pastime she's picked up, or about to pick up. It's nice she thought of him. Okay. I didn't really understand that all too well, but maybe I was reading too fast. I have a habit of reading too fast, and I start to stutter and fuck up. It is a flaw. So yeah, this thing right here, this fucking auto mute expansion port thing that opens, apparently, like, you're supposed to switch the screens with the music. Oh fuck. Okay, no bullshit. Let's turn everything on.
You're fired.
What for? Facial sabotage?
Jenny, problem? I want her fired today, now.
Don't worry, Kath, it'll be all right.
No, it won't be all right, Kath. Pack up your weapons of optical destruction and get out.
You realise you're beginning to sound like me?
I mean it, Kath.
Stay where you are.
Rationing during the crisis.
This is not Jenny's decision, Jeremy, or yours.
It'll be all right. I'll talk to both of you.
Oh, good. You can tell him I'll return his wife's casserole dish. She's had dinner next week.
What the fuck? Oh my god, I know what I have to do.
letting it go to your head.
She nearly blinded
10
me.
seconds,
I thought we were
everybody.
all part of a team these days.
Wait, do I have like a...
You know that. Just stop being so high
in
and mighty
5,
and do your job.
You'll
4,
have me fired too.
3.
This is literally taped off.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawson. Our main headlines tonight.
The establishment strikes back. The World Council has agreed today to impose punitive sanctions on the people of this country.
The sanctions, which are broad-ranging, include restrictions on the supply of oil and gas, food, clothing, and even some medicines. But how should we react? We asked the public.
What are your reaction to the sanctions?
Well, it's fucking outrageous. My mom needs insulin. Am I supposed
God
to get
damn
her
it.
transitioned? What's the government doing about it? Eh? What's the government doing about it?
Thanks, Patrick. Fascinating stuff. Thanks, Patrick.
Popular Prime Minister Julia Censoring has released a reassuringly brave statement in response to the World Council's controversial announcement.
This international declaration is nothing short of outrageous. We are a democratically elected government with massive popular
I hate
support.
this.
We do not recognise these sanctions, and we encourage other socially progressive nations of the world to both resist and ignore them. Advance have struck fear into the heart of the international community by showing that it is possible to have radical change for the betterment of the many. And whilst I wish we could improve other countries as much as we have our own, we do not rely on the help of others to thrive. This country is entirely self-sufficient. We are a team, now more than ever. And this team is on your side. Thank you.
Defiant stuff. But what do you, the public, think of our government's stance? Robin Short.
I'm happy. Let's go full authoritarian.
You could spend a moment to give us your thoughts on the government.
Honestly, I think they're doing a great job. I know the assets and world checks have made the difference for us for the cost of the little one. And people seem, happier in the main. I always said things would get better with a woman in charge.
A whole lot of problems. Protests were held today at the controversial construction site for Remington's Fist's
We're going full
physics-defying
authoritarian.
Noobs project. Since digging straight through the earth began 6 months ago,
The guy
project
fried
has
his
been
arsehole
beset
or
by
whatever he
problems,
said.
including local
We gotta support
tremors
him.
and the heat deaths of many of the workforce.
Residents of the nearby town of Calamity today converged on the construction site with sincere, if misspelled, placards, demanding a suspension of digging until safety checks can be carried out.
Of course, that's half a world away. But what does this country think? Patrick.
What's your opinion of the Moobs project?
It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. What's to stop it, right? Dropping out the other end and just falling forever.
Gravity?
No, it don't exist.
Gravity? Oh yeah.
The delicate sound of thunder. A frightening start for commuters this morning.
I think what I have to do
Confronted by
here
a
is,
somewhat
like,
sinister sight
put a
as they
tape
left
in
their
and remember to
trains.
do that.
Many travellers reported feeling intimidated by the silent figures who stood motionless outside every major station in the capital. Radical extremist group Disrupt, who organised the show of strength, refused to comment on the meaning of the strange protest.
Ought to apologise to this presenter for making him drop his morning bagel in surprise.
But how do we feel about these somewhat radical extremists and their upsetting methods? Robin found out.
I want to try this.
How do you feel about Disrupt?
Oh, well, now you're talking. Ruddy hero, showing us not to take it lying down like Iris here.
So you both feel they're a cause worth supporting?
Well, Iris doesn't speak on mine, but we're pretty sure there's still one in there, aren't we, love? Wherever it is, it loves Disrupt, fighting the oiks for our freedom. And what could possibly be wrong with that?
Do you need me to get you some help?
Feast or famine. Resourceful doctors David Wong and Ingrid Swansborg and Horgansford today announced their first successful harvest in Dante's taint. Although they can currently only grow a few fungal strains, the scientists seem to be staying positive, as the following picture shows.
The undauntable scientists chose to try and survive in the cave system while the complex rescue operation inches forward up here on dry land.
Let's hope they're like Stroganoff.
But with Advance planning to spend an eye-watering amount of public money on the rescue craft, we asked Patrick Bannon to find out what we should all be thinking about the accelerating costs.
Yeah, don't worry, they're going to cut all this, aren't they? It's disgusting. Christ. Oh, Jesus, wept. Have you thought about quitting smoking?
Right. No, I'm fine now.
Okay.
What were we talking about?
The trapped scientists.
Oh, yeah, right.
Brilliant.
I am not a number. Applications finally opened today for the new Advanced Team membership cards, a scheme by the government to allow fast access to all the new public services being introduced daily.
The team membership cards are entirely voluntary, but will be recognised as legal identification by all major organisations, including the police, banks and, rightfully, pubs and bars.
And of course, there's no charge, Jeremy.
It all seems too good to be true.
Well, you've always been a cynic. But most importantly, what should you, the public, think about the new team membership card?
Full authoritarian.
Team membership cards.
Oh, yeah, fantastic. I'm applying today. I mean, why wouldn't you? What are these protesters doing that they don't want us to know who their names are? Besides, have you seen the
Exactly.
things you can get? I'm getting one for the little one as well.
Oh, how adorable.
Yeah, gonna be a proper little team member, aren't you? Yes, he smiles. He smiles.
And finally tonight, Hospital Pass. New images reach us today of brave Johnny Handsleeves and his doting partner Tiffany Lamore in their ongoing struggle against his
I'm determined to make this the Fox News of this
Tiffany
game.
was forced to cancel her latest show, These Hotel Sheets and What I Did on Them, in order to devote more time to selflessly looking after the much-loved multimillionaire.
I'm sure the art world will recover.
With some critics questioning her motives, what should your opinion be of the
Oh, we're angry.
controversial
We're
artist
furious at
for
Tiffany.
just appearing to stand by her man?
I hate it. I hate it.
Disgusting.
I absolutely.
Wise words there.
Later tonight, in a bit of a switcheroo, it'll be Jeremy in the culture chair, spitting rhymes with popular rapper Jay Zus. And then we'll both
Jay
be talking
Zus.
with a familiar team of thespians set to take the nation by storm again.
That's all coming up on tonight's
National Nightly News.
I was hoping I would get done with this. I hate this fucking thing. You guys can't see it because my camera, but honestly, that's good for you. It's literally just a mini game that I have to play every now and then. It just interrupts what I'm doing. It's like my least favorite part of this game.
First tonight, thankfully, some news as we return to our main story.
The World Council today agreed that punitive and potentially illegal sanctions should be imposed upon this country. The sanctions, which come into effect immediately, aim to stop the flow of food, fuel, and even some medicines from reaching your pockets.
Tonight, we have guests from across the continent to discuss this unprecedented situation. For advance, Peter Clement is at his home.
Oh,
in
Peter
Hampshire.
Clement.
Are you there, Peter?
Yes, I can hear you, Jeremy. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Good day, Prime Minister. Are you shaken?
Oh, I don't scare that easy, I'm afraid, old son. And neither do the people of this country.
Well, joining us is Ivan Vodovich, Foreign Minister of Urkistan. Ivan, thank you for being here.
Great pleasure. You, Megan Wolf, are like strongest guard at Labour camp who wake up inside body of crazy, expensive prostitute. In my country, you will be worshipped as a god.
Okay.
I got the censor ready.
As
Peter
one of
Clement's
those who
here.
vote strongly for these sanctions. How do you feel about Advance's defiant stance?
Vance is like man who think he have big career in movies land, when actually he in dirty sanitarium, screaming at mirror and holding tiny penis in hand.
He's clearly not from Svenland, and we have like some of the cleanest mental health facilities in the continent, yeah.
And welcome to Svenland's Minister of Mojo, Björk. I'm sorry, we don't appear to have your surname.
It's just Björk, yeah. We don't use things like socially divisive surnames here, yeah.
Minister?
It's just Björk, yeah.
Right, Björk. Your country spoke in favour of Advance at the World Council today, but you were noticeably absent when it came to the actual vote.
Well, what a surprise. The hippies didn't show up for the fight.
Actually, that's quite racist, because if you must know, we were going to go to the whole, like, boat thing, yeah, but it's actually the Festival of Fureland here at the moment, where we honor the old generations. So, like, we all had to work our grandparents' Galicia whilst the boat was happening, and that's, like, a really, really time-consuming process, actually.
You're like sissy man. You have this expression, sissy man. It's like man with tiny penis who like to wash more than once a week.
Actually, that's quite homophobic, yeah,
Oh,
because...
stop winding him up, Ivan. We're not back at the Grange now. Sorry, Jeremy. Ivan and I used to play golf back in my media days.
Yeah, he always wins.
Nothing gives him greater pleasure than grinding people's gears. The more publicly, the better.
Pete, You're like man with tiny penis. Who think he have tiny
This fucking
penis,
guy.
But actually, he discovered that. Oh, could it be? No, it's tiny penis.
Ivan's just worried that when the rest of the world sees how well we're doing, they'll notice all that dosh that he's got squirreled away. Because that's what these sanctions are, Megan. They're the last pathetic gasp of an establishment in collapse. Wolves at the gates, Ivan, old mate.
Good. They can join others on my wall.
Actually, in Svenland, we have like serious animal welfare legislation. And like my friend Helga, she got arrested for killing a butterfly that was hovering over her fuel tank. I mean, in English, jam sandwich.
I used to know a girl called Jam Sandwich. She was a right cracker too. I wonder what became of her.
We seem to be wandering a little from the news here.
It's human interest, Jeremy. The real people behind the headlines and all that. So if you're watching, Jan, give us a call.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see if we can't organise a reunion.
Christ, I'm not sure about that. I'll have to run it past Mrs. Clement first, eh?
Peter, you're like man trying to empty ashes of mistresses into oncoming vent. Soon you have tiny penis and beard full of secrets.
In Svenland, we don't really go into
In
all that
Svenland?
the monogamy stuff here. We're kind of flawed, actually.
Okay, well, it seems that we are running out of time.
Yes, so before we go...
We are actually, yeah.
And briefly, if you would, gentlemen, with the people of this country facing shortages and power
Possible shortages and power outages.
Yes, of course. Thank you. Possible shortages and power outages. Can you summarise your thoughts for us, Minister Bjerk?
Well, from here, yeah, you all look a bit stupid really arguing about outdated divisive concepts like money. In Svenland, we replaced currency with a system of bodily fluids back in the 1970s, and that's like really hard to sanction, actually.
Thank you, Minister Votovich.
Your country is like man who think he invented perfect trap for giant mutant hairy bear. When really, he just standing in field
Holding his tiny penis, yes. Thank you, Minister. And finally, Prime Minister Clement.
Let me talk to your viewers here, Jeremy.
Please. Please.
Don't worry, everybody. Don't be afraid. Don't even lose a wink of sleep.
I won't.
I knew the rest of the world would react this way, and we're ready. As my old man used to say, you can't make a shite pie without blocking a few toilets.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
Reassuring words there.
We'll be back.
After these messages.
1 minute back.
Hey, Peter, I over your way this weekend. You fancy a quick 9?
Yeah, sure, front or back.
That's what I hope you're asking Nathan Ghost for me.
She's out of your league, mate.
Thank you for the correction.
You have to be more careful.
It's all part of his long-term plan to get fired live on the news at 6 in front of the nation.
Can someone warn him it's going a little too well?
A+, fuck yeah.
This is important. New government censorship should show up in blue. Same as regular censoring. Keep an eye out for the advanced blue waveform.
Going all the way around the planet.
Okay, so there should be more censorship to do.
Are you still meant to bow to foreign royalty?
What?
Oh, great music.
Hang on.
I'm so good at music.
The Crown Prince report.
What?
Megan.
This is Jeremy, and he'll be interviewing you.
Yo, thanks for having me on your show, man.
It's quite alright.
Yo, just a quick one. You're not going to ask me about the chin party.
Live in 10 seconds.
So he put that get up on himself. Just saying.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I'm Megan Wolf. Later, we have an exclusive first look at a theatrical sensation everyone's going to be talking about. But first, it's time to go over to the culture spot with lovely old Jeremy Donaldson, who's joined by a very special guest. Jeremy.
Thanks, Megan. I have the honour and privilege of being joined by hip-hop royalty. He's been called the son of the streets and the father of truth. Not sure how that works, but whatever. Let's welcome Jesus!
Thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, it's a real honor to be here on your show, The News. You know, as a kid on the streets, I used to watch you through a window of the shop, so to be here right now is crazy.
You've had quite the journey to be here today. Can you tell us about it?
Well, you know, I try not to Well, you know, the past is the past, and I don't like to dwell on it.
I understand. You
But yeah, man, the streets is all I remember. Like, my mother donated me to a charity shop soon after I was born. Elderly lady took pity on me. You know, she let me sleep on a pile of crime fiction until I taught myself how to walk.
Wow, that's quite the childhood.
And she died tragically. Right there in my arms, man. You know, I remember a tear falling as she laid there next to the used homeware. And in that moment, I became a child of the streets. I was just 18 months old.
What?
What a tale.
What'd I fuck up?
What a tale. You're known for your direct and honest lyrics. Was your style informed by your troubled past?
Oh, like I said, I try not to talk about it. It's just it's just too hard.
Of course.
But my first album is about the story of the first 4 times I stole, so I wouldn't starve. A small group of infants came to see me as their de facto leader. They call me Mr. Cheese Slice. Anyway, we were like a family.
So it would seem. Recently, you've been quite outspoken about the government.
Yeah, fuck the government. Fuck Advance. Fuck Peter Clement.
What is it that you object to so vehemently?
Well, you know, they stole from us. They're taking our money and spending it, man.
Redistributing it. Actually, homelessness has been all but eliminated in the last couple of months.
So?
Surely that's a cause close to your heart?
Yeah, nah, of course, man, very much so. I just mean, like, why do I have to pay for it, you know?
You don't. People have been rehoused on property seized from the...
I don't know what to do there. Do I have to censor the blue parts?
Look, yeah, I worked hard to be here.
Or is that just government censoring? I don't have to do
I
that.
deserve to be rewarded for that.
Would you say you worked harder than, say, a farmer or a care worker?
I don't know. But if people are taking something from my music, choose to value it, buy it, who's to say I don't? And no one can take that away from me.
Not even to help, say, vulnerable children? Mr. Cheese Slice?
What is it you're trying to say?
I just don't understand where you've placed yourself politically. I mean, is it ideological or is it tactical?
Well, it's more of a
Or
like...
maybe it's hereditary.
Stop trying to tie me in knots with your words, Jeremy. I let the music speak for itself. And the people agree with me.
Well, that remains to be seen. But you have given me a very easy segue out of a conversation that I promise you was much more painful for me than it was for you. So here he is with his hit song, Mrs. Ludlow's Tears.
Oh no, I'm going to do something a little different. It's a new single I've been working on.
Oh, so this is unapproved, is it?
Yeah, you love it.
Excellent. Don't worry, we've got a state-of-the-art censorship system. What's the worst that could happen? So
Great.
here he is with a new song. Aren't we lucky? It's Jesus!
First, you're gonna pay off.
Shit.
You're gonna pay back.
Oh.
Well, we're all different races from many different places. At any given moment, only one could be the greatest. So you can feel elation from your participation.
I don't know how to do it.
Leaders in this motherfucking nation. Now we're getting sanctioned, talking about expansion. Why does Julius require a massive fucking mansion? So fuck all your schemes. I don't need your freaky team, and I don't need your help to achieve my fucking dreams.
I can't focus on this. I don't know how to do it.
So don't make a fuss when you find you're one of us. Yeah, every single one of you's a bit Jesus. And you can call me crazy, cause no one ever pays me. But I won't waste a lifetime being motherfucking lazy. I may be inventive, my taste may be expensive. But why would I get out of bed with no fucking incentive? Although it's contravention of your obvious intention. I like to eat a little of the fruits in my invention. You make us the same, but we're not all the same. All our dreams, all our schemes, all our means are not the same. The best of the praise, of the crest of the wave. Cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Take this fact, gonna stain it red. Gonna slam it into Peter Clement's motherfucking head. Cause he's thick as shit.
I wonder if I'm supposed to be censoring the government shit. I'd be doing it anyway, but...
So this is for the snub ones, the push and the shove ones, the folks who feel the burden of their motherfucking loved ones. Ones who had plenty like a motherfucking Bentley. The ones who now finding that their bank accounts are empty. The ones of aspiration who had to flee a nation. The ones who built a business out of dreams of perspiration. There's all sorts of people, the good and the evil. It only takes a glance to see we're not all equal. You make us the same, but we're not all the same. All our dreams, all our schemes, all our means are not the same. And the best of the brave serve the press of the ways. Cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Gonna take this fact, gonna stain it red. Gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head. Cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. Touched on the puzzle with a motherfucking pitchfork. Get out of your seats, get your asses in the streets. Set a fire in the building, let him feel some fucking heat. Say you hate to go getters, you're squilling bet getters, and burn them on the powers of a
Can't hear this song at all.
Gonna take his facts, gonna stain it red, gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head. Cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for.
I like the chorus. Oh fuck. I fucked up. Cause they're stale and corrupt, then you're angry, corrupt, then your hearts and your minds and your fists to destruct. God damn it, I fucked up at the end there. Ah, man. That was a lot to censor.
There's us there with
I was trying to like
his
switch
new
screen.
song. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio. I'm sorry. I may not agree with you, but I'd just like to offer you an apology. I've just been told that there was some kind of issue upstairs, and an attempt was made to censor some of your lyrics.
What? Are you joking?
I'd just like to say to you and everyone at home that this was a mistake.
This is absolutely ridiculous. I cannot believe this.
Here at the National Nightly News, we pride ourselves on remaining neutral, unbiased, and independent of any outside.
We're Fox
interference.
News, dude.
You have my word. We will never censor ideas. Back to you, Megan.
Well, a bit of dangerous language there, sorry about that. Well, thank you to little Jeremy Donaldson for providing our culture spot. Coming up, we'll be speaking to a couple of familiar faces about their upcoming dramatic outing. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
That's the ad.
Just a reminder, fixing that old VCR.
Yeah, I already did it. Yeah, I did that.
Just a mix-up, I'm sure. Now, if you come with me, I really do have to ask
Oh,
you to
trust
leave
me.
it.
My father's going to hear about this.
I understand. This is unbelievable, Megan.
So I was censoring it on purpose because I'm going full authoritarian. Oh, a D? Fuck you. Look at my viewership. Suck my dick. What do you mean D? What do you mean D? D for suck my dick, dude. Come on. That was perfect. Almost. That was at least a C. Like, I fucked up at the end, but, like, look at the viewership.
Oh, shut up, stop it.
God damn it.
If we could just get you in position.
Oh, say no more. Say no more.
I mean, I fucked this part up, but I always fuck that part up.
Remember Mr. Algebra?
Vividly.
Oh god, not
Mr.
these
Harris,
people.
And this is Ms. Raiden.
What?
Philippa, please.
We're back together again, eh? Who'd have thought it?
Perhaps a lower order demon.
Yes, it is awfully exciting, isn't it?
Right, okay then. We're going live in 10 seconds, opening on camera 1.
Alright.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back, and no, you're not mistaken. Sitting across from us are some very familiar faces.
You really are too kind, Megan. It was only a yogurt commercial, but I'm still proud of it.
Here to talk about his new show, we're joined by National Treasure Tommy Harris, the National Theatre's Philippa Raiden, and National Deficit Jeff Algebra.
It's so lovely to have you all. Tommy, would you like to tell us about the show?
You know what? I'd bloody love to. It's about me. It's about my life.
And where did the idea come from?
So, right, picture this. Their legs akimbo, mid-session, sweat is pouring out of me like an immense hog. And then Cindy comes in, she says, Pete's on the phone.
That's Peter Clement, the Prime Minister.
Yeah, Pete's actually a really good mate of mine.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, no, he comes to training sometimes. He's actually a pretty good goal sweeper. Anyway, so, Pete, he says, Toby, he thinks my name's Toby, see? He says, how would you like to spread your message of team spirit and cooperation across this fractured nation? How would you like to really make a difference in these desperate times?
What did you say?
Yeah, right, yeah.
So, Jeff, the question on everyone's lips is, what in God's name are you doing here?
Well, after the success of my debut work and all the people that I've touched, I knew that I had a career in theatre. Yeah? I've always been an admirer of Tommy from afar. So when my manager phoned and said that I'd been offered the gig as director, I was ecstatic. I whipped my trousers off and got straight to work.
Why did you do that?
I do all my best work with my trousers off.
Yeah, I've been told that too.
No, I wouldn't say so.
Right, Tommy, sorry, would you just give us a sense of what the show is actually about?
It's about how hard it's been for me and some of the struggles that I've faced. It's like really getting to the heart of how tough it is to be me. I call it Tommy Harris. Jesus, that was hard.
Catchy. We actually have some clips of the process of the show. Would you mind telling us what's going on here?
Yeah, so the show is built around two things that are very important to me. It mixes scenes from my life as well as epic fantasy retellings of scenes from my life.
But Dad, you promised you'd come to my graduation.
I'm sorry, son. You're an embarrassment.
But Dad, you promised you'd come to my graduation.
Back, demon! Back to the hells!
Philippa, what's it been like co-starring with Tommy Harris?
I've always dreamed of treading the boards at medium-scale regional theatres, Megan. And for once, this show really gives me something to sink my teeth into.
What's different about this show, then?
Tommy, Mr. Harris's show really lets me show my tremendous range as an actor. I've always suffered from typecasting, forced to play the same tired characters in every god-awful yogurt advert or godforsaken soap opera or, God forbid, a pantomime. But, you know, this show has really let me just go there.
Jeff, the viewers at home will be dying to know exactly what is it that you bring to the show?
Good question. I think these guys would agree with me when I say that it's my steady hand on the tiller, my arm round the shoulder approach that's really brought the production from strength to strength.
Absolutely right. Jeff's contributions are immeasurable. He was our rock.
Can you give us a sneak peek of anything else that might be in the show?
Yeah, all sorts, yeah.
Yep. We've got lots of exclusive first-hand experiences of Tommy's time in the underground sports board scene.
And some epic fantasy retellings of Tommy's time in the underground sports board scene.
You'll never take the sacred path!
And am I right in saying this was officially commissioned by the government?
Yeah, all paid for by the taxpayer, which, you know, to be honest, was actually a lifesaver, really.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that without Advance's support, we'd have had to cut the finale.
Which frankly would have been a travesty.
Shit.
Goodness, you did
I switched to the wrong screen.
Absolutely. It's a metaphor.
For what?
Death.
And the public are footing the bill, are they?
Too bloody right they are. Between the cost of my tour bus and the dry cleaning of my ties, I'm barely scraping a profit here.
Amazing. And where can the folks at home come and see this for themselves?
We're performing all over the nation.
And people can see it for absolutely free, all courtesy of Advance. Isn't that incredible, Jeremy?
Yes, it's unbelievable.
Well, thank you all so much for coming. Next time we see you, no doubt you'll have taken our jobs.
Yeah.
That's all we have time for tonight. Join us tomorrow when I'll be interviewing the world's most attractive horse. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. And from all of us here, have a peaceful night.
So she's obviously a mouthpiece for the government, and Jeremy hates the government.
Must stop bumping into each other like this, eh?
Oh.
Broadcast complete, A+. Oh, god damn it. Why did I get a D in that? Oh, that's painful. Oh, that's so painful. Okay, I got an A. I got an A, though. A+, D. Oh. I actually really liked that segment. That was nice. That was, there wasn't anything stupid in it. It was just, it just added more censorship, scenarios, which was pretty cool. You received a small bonus. Current wealth, comfortable. That's good. Everything's going great. The government loves me. Oh, they better love me. I've been censoring for them. The channel loves me. Let's look at rushes. The silence.
Ow! God, I'm sorry.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. I haven't had any food today.
Oh, you're fired.
What?
You're fired.
What for? Facial sabotage?
Jenny,
Problem?
I want her fired today, now.
Don't worry, Kath.
Yeah, she's getting a
No, it
bit
won't
big
be
for her
alright,
britches
Kath.
here.
Pack up your weapons of optical destruction and get out.
You realise you're beginning to sound like me?
I mean it, Kath.
Stay where you are, Kath.
Jenny, this is not Jenny's decision, Jeremy, or yours.
It'll be all right. I'll talk to both of them.
Oh, good. You can tell him I'll return his wife's casserole dish at our dinner next week.
Oh my god. She's turning into a literal bitch.
I'm sorry, Kath. You're going to have to leave.
You're letting it go to your head.
She nearly blinded
10
me.
seconds,
I thought we were
everybody.
all part of a team these days.
Things are better, Jeremy, you know that. Just stop being so
You're in
high and mighty
5,
and do your job.
4,
You'll have me fired too.
3.
Don't tempt me.
God damn.
Wise words there.
Later tonight, in a bit of a switcheroo, it'll be Jeremy in the culture chair, spitting rhymes with popular rapper Jay Zus. And then we'll...
That's all coming up on tonight's
National Nightly
News.
That's the titles.
I'm gonna go check my makeup.
I knew there was someone to do it for you.
She's not your enemy.
Is it you then?
No, it's Bannon. He's been sending coded messages to Bozeman after every show.
Of course, it's the only credible solution.
You must be very disappointed.
Yes, until now I thought him as a son I'd never had.
I prefer you like this. Going in 10 seconds.
What did I miss?
I'm sorry I snapped at you.
5,
Particularly squeeze
4,
my arms today,
3.
First tonight, thankfully, some news as we return to our main story.
The World Council...
Oh god. This game portrays world leaders like clowns. He's my favorite though, by far. This is the reason I'm so gung-ho on censoring everything and like going full authoritarian, because this guy makes me laugh so hard. He's my favorite character. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, sure, front or back.
That's what I hope you're asking Megan Wolf for me.
She's out of your league, mate.
Thank you for the correction.
Well, you have to be more careful.
It's all part of his long-term plan to get...
Oh wait, they were off air there.
Of sleep. We knew the rest of the world would react this way, and we're ready. As my old man used to say, you can't make a shite pie without blocking a few toilets.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
Reassuring words there.
We'll be back.
After these messages.
1 minute back.
Hey, Peter, I over your way this weekend. You fancy a quick 9?
Yeah, sure, front or back.
That's what I hope you're asking Megan Wolf for me.
She's out of your league, mate.
Thank you for the correction.
Well, you have to be more careful.
It's all part of his long-term plan to get fired live on the news at 6 in front of the nation.
Can someone warn him it's going a little too well?
I think he is gonna get fired. He's anti-government, and we're obviously... I mean, this is obvious where this is going, right? Like, it's not going well. And I'm partially responsible for that, but I don't care. It's funny.
Are you still meant to bow to foreign royalty?
What?
Should I just like curtsy?
Hang on. Have they given you the Crown Prince report?
What?
Meghan?
This is Jeremy. He'll be interviewing you.
Yo, thanks for having me on your show, man.
It's quite all right.
Yo, just a quick one. You're not going to ask me about the chimp, are you?
Live in 10 seconds.
So he put that get up on himself. I'm just saying.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I'm Megan Wolf. Later, we have an exclusive first look at a theatrical sensation everyone's going to be talking about. But first, it's time to go over to the culture spot with lovely old Jeremy Donaldson, who's joined by a very special guest. Jeremy.
Thanks, Megan. I have the honour and privilege of being joined by hip-hop royalty. He's been called the son of the streets and the father of truth. Not sure how that works, but whatever. Let's welcome Jesus.
Thanks, Jeremy. It's a real honour to be here on your show, the news. You know, I had a kid on the streets. I used to watch you through a window of the shop, so to be here right now is crazy. You've had quite a journey to be here today. Can you tell us about it? Well, you know, I try not to, well, you know, the past is the past, I don't have to dwell.
I'm waiting until he throws away the cards. Does he do it here?
I have to pay for it, you know?
Yeah, right here.
Close to your heart?
Yeah. Nah, of course, man. Very much so. I just mean, like why do I have to pay? To see me as a de facto leader. They call me Mr. Cheese Slice. Anyway, we were like a family.
So it would seem. Recently, you've been quite outspoken about the government.
Yeah, fuck the government. Fuck Advance. Fuck Peter Clement.
What is it that you object to so vehemently?
Well, you know, they stole from us. They're taking our money and spending it, man.
Redistributing it. Actually, homelessness has been all but eliminated in the last couple of months.
So?
Surely that's a cause close to your heart?
Yeah. Nah, of course, man. Very much so. I just mean, like why do I have to pay for it, you know?
You don't. People have been rehoused on property seized from the historically wealthy. And that couldn't have been you, could it?
Look, yeah. I worked hard to be here. I built this from nothing, and I deserve to be rewarded for that.
Would you say you worked harder than, say, a farmer or a care worker?
I don't know. But if people are taking something from my music, choose to value it, buy it, who's to say I don't? And no one can take that away from me.
Not even to help, say, vulnerable children? Mr. Cheese Slice?
What is it you're trying to say?
I just don't understand where you've placed yourself politically. I mean, is it ideological or is it tactical?
Well, it's more of a...
Or maybe it's hereditary.
Stop trying to tie me in knots with your words, Jeremy. I let the music speak for itself. And the people agree with me.
Well, that remains to be seen. But you have given me a very easy segue out of a conversation that I promise you was much more painful for me than it was for you. So here he is with his hit.
I didn't get to listen to this song because I was so busy censoring it, but I'm curious what it says.
Song, Mrs. Ludlow's Tears.
Oh, no. I'm going to do something a little different. It's a new single I've been working on.
Oh, so this is unapproved, is it?
Yeah. You love it.
Excellent. Don't worry, we've got a state-of-the-art censorship
Jeremy's such a little shit stirrer, dude.
system. What's the worst that could happen? So here he is with a new song. Aren't we lucky? It's Jesus!
First, you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay back.
Well, we're all different races from many different places. At any given moment, only one could be the greatest. So you can feel the elation from your participation. Still two leaders in this motherfucking nation. Now we're getting sanctioned, talking about expansion. Why does Julie S require a massive fucking mansion? So fuck all your schemes. I don't need your freaky team, and I don't need your help to achieve my fucking dreams. So don't make a fuss when you find you're one of us. Yeah, every single one of you's a bit Jesus. And you can call me crazy, cause no one ever pays me. But I won't waste a lifetime being motherfucking lazy. I may be inventive, my taste may be expensive, but why would I get out of bed with no fucking incentive? Although it's contravention of your obvious intention, I like to eat a little of the fruits in my invention. You make us the same, but we're not all the same. All our dreams, all our schemes, all our means are not the same. The best of the praise, of the press of the wave, cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Take this fact, gonna stain it red, gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head. Cause he's
I like the chorus.
shit, he's got a job, he's unfaithful. It's time to storm the castle with a motherfucking pitchfork.
That's a sick chorus.
So this is for the snub ones, the push and the shove ones, the folks that feel the burden of their motherfucking loved ones. Ones who had plenty like a motherfucking Bentley. The ones who now finding that their bank accounts are empty. The ones of aspiration who had to flee a nation. The ones who built a business out of dreams of perspiration. There's all sorts of people, the good and the evil. It only takes a glance to see we're not all equal. You make us the same, but we're not all the same. All our dreams, all our schemes, all our means are not the same. And the best of the praise, of the press of the ways, cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Gonna take this fact, gonna stain it red, gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head. Cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. Time to storm the castle with a motherfucking pitchfork. Get out of your seats, get your asses in the streets, set a fire in the building, let them feel some fucking heat. Say you hate to go getters, you're spoiling bed letters, and burn them on the powers of advances fucking letters. Gonna take this fact, gonna stain it red, gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head. Cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. Time to storm the castle with a motherfucking pitchfork. Chase that dream, you don't need a fucking team. And advances little dances aren't as harmless as it seems. Cause they're stale and corrupt, then you're angry or wrong. Let your hearts and your minds and your fists to destruct.
Jesus there with his new song. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio. I'm sorry. I may not agree with you, but I'd just like to offer you an apology. I've just been told that there was some kind of issue upstairs, and an attempt was made to censor some of your lyrics.
What? Are you joking?
I'd just like to say to you and everyone at home that this was a mistake.
This is absolutely ridiculous. I cannot believe this.
Here at the National Nightly News, we pride ourselves on remaining neutral, unbiased, and independent of any outside interference. You have my word. We will never censor ideas. Back to you, Megan.
Well, a bit of dangerous language there, sorry about that. Well, thank you to little Jeremy Donaldson for providing our culture spot. Coming up, we'll be speaking to a couple of familiar faces about their upcoming dramatic outing. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
That's the ads.
Jenny, this is fucking outrageous!
Thank you so much. If you could just come with me.
No, this is ridiculous. Who do I complain to?
This is just a mix-up, I'm sure. Now, if you come with me, I really do have to ask
Oh,
you to
trust
leave
me.
it.
My father's going to hear about this.
I understand. This is unbelievable, Megan!
I don't know what you're talking about, Jeremy.
So, the song was actually really fucking good. Like, that was a great song. I wonder if that guy's a real rapper. I don't actually know. I don't know a lot of English rappers. But that song was, like, really, really good for a video game. Like, that was fantastic. It had a great beat. It was catchy. Yeah, great fucking song. And, yeah, it's clear where this is going, right? Like, Megan's totally fucking just head down, ears plugged, don't want to hear about it. I want my career to, you know, skyrocket here. And Jeremy's the morally outraged, I can't believe this is happening anchor. And I guess I had the option not to censor his song. It's possible, I don't know. I know that I don't know if I like, because the reason I started censoring is I don't want to lose viewers, and I was unsure if censoring the blue part, because I could censor the blue part and the red part. The red part I have to censor. It's swear words and shit. And the blue part was just the government stuff. And I don't know if I could have not censored the blue part and that would have been different. Or maybe I had to. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's railroading me or if there's a choice here. Like, can I choose to, like, go against the government, or can I choose to be side with the government? I mean, I'm already on the path to siding with the government, right? And in case you guys are curious, I actually always do the, in any game I play the bad guy usually. Like, in KOTOR, I played the Sith. I did a Sith run first. In this game, I'm going authoritarian. Like, I always do the, if there's an option to play a villain, I play the villain. Because it's more fun. It's more fun to side with Peter Clement, right? Even though he's unfit to lead.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, shut up, stop it.
Look at him.
If we could just get you in position.
Oh, say no more. Say no more.
Megan, Jeremy, you remember Mr. Algebra?
Vividly.
And Mr. Harris, and this is Ms. Raiden.
What?
Philippa, please.
We're back together again, eh? Who'd have thought it?
Perhaps a lower order demon.
Yes, it is awfully exciting, isn't it?
Right, okay then. We're going live in 10 seconds, opening on camera 1.
Oh, sorry. Cheers.
5, 4.
What did he just do? Oh, gum. He spit gum out and put it in Jeremy's hand.
We're going live in 10 seconds, opening on camera 1.
Oh, sorry. Cheers.
5, 4, 3.
What a piece of shit. Alright, I heard all this. It was really boring. Well, I wouldn't say it was boring. It was, ridiculous. I'm more interested in the government stuff. Even though the government paid for this. I think I heard this part too.
It's a metaphor.
For what?
Death.
Right, they are. But
So much for coming.
That's all we have time for tonight.
And from all of us here.
Let's get reset for tomorrow, please.
hey, we must stop bumping into each other like this, eh?
Oh.
Oh,
He gave him the gum back. That's what I was wondering what that was. Okay. Yeah, this game's great. This game's fantastic. Now I have to go play Immortality to get my shit scared out of me. God damn it.
I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main
Yeah. Still going well. Still going strong. I have nothing else to say. I'm gonna go play Immortality. Thank you guys for watching.